Tonight on the Paul O'Grady Gaga Special, Lady Gaga talks exclusively about her life.
But I was never really one of the popular girls.
Her fans.
It was so sweet, they were all trying to get into the car.
And her music.
So I would be falling asleep and I would hear, I can be the queen that's inside of me. And I'd go, that's a good one.
She performed some of her monster hits, and we've an exclusive performance of her brand new song, Hair. Please welcome Paul O'Grady.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to a very, very special show indeed. Now, this lady has sold 75 million singles. I'm finished, yeah. 24 million albums worldwide, and the new album, Born This Way, has topped the charts in 27 countries. I could go on, but we did all bloody night, to tell you the truth, so I'll just say it simply. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Lady Gaga!
Whenever I'm dressed cool, my parents put up a fight. And if I'm a hot shot, mom will cut my hair at night. And in the morning, I'm short of my identity. I scream, Mom and Dad, why can't I be who I wanna be? To be. I just wanna be myself, and I want you to love me for who I am. I just wanna be myself, and I want you to know I am my hair. I've had enough. This is my prayer, that I'll die living just as free as my hair. I've had enough. This is my prayer, that I'll die living just as free as my hair. I've had enough. I'm not a freak. I'm just here fighting to stay cool on the streets. I've had enough, enough, enough. This is my prayer. Well, I swear I'm as free as my hair. I'm as free as my hair. I am my hair. I am my hair. I just wanna be free. I just wanna be me. And I want lots of friends that invite me to their parties. I don't wanna change, oh, I don't wanna be ashamed. I'm the spirit of my hair. It's all the glory that I bear. I'm my hair, you're my hair. I'm my hair, you're my hair. You're my hair, you're my hair. It's all the glory that I bear. I'm my hair, you're my hair. It's all the glory that I bear. I'm my hair, you're my freeze. I've had enough, 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 and this is my breath. Yeah, this is my breath. I am my head.
Lady Gaga, let me hear you. My darling. Oh. Let me dance. I love you. Oh, darling. Come on, let's hear you. Take yourself down, sweetheart. Gaga, welcome to the show. Absolutely welcome. It's lovely to see you again. It really
I'm
is.
so happy to be here.
Yeah.
I love Paul O'Grady so much. He's my queen.
There you go. It's been 3 long years since we last met, and so much has changed. I've got more wrinkles, and you've dominated the world.
Yes, and I have less hair.
Born This Way is the fastest-selling album ever. It's incredible.
I just can't believe it. It's such a dream come true, and I was so nervous before I put the record out. I just wanted to make my fans so happy, and I wanted them to enjoy the music. So thank you. Thank you for all of your wonderful messages and for being here today. I just, I can't believe it. It's just really emotional for me.
It's
I love you too.
You are officially now the world's biggest star. How does that feel?
I don't know about that.
Oh, you are. Isn't she? Tell her. You are. No, you are.
I'm just really, really grateful, and you know, I took a lot of chances sonically with this record, and I wanted to create something that was pushing the boundaries of pop music and pushing my boundaries as an artist, so that when you all come to the Born This Way ball, there's something even more.
But you always push boundaries from day one. I remember, you know, the 3 years ago when you
Well,
came...
I'm feeling more courageous lately.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. And it's because of all of you. You make me feel so brave.
I always think...
Did you see the teacup he gave me?
It's
He's so sweet. I just have to tell you, he gave me this beautiful teacup, which I love a teacup, and it just happens to match my outfit, which makes me even more... Oh,
I've just had that dry clean, Gaga, that's over it, especially.
And he also got me a Rilke, an original Rilke book, and I was backstage like, oh, and my makeup artist was going, don't you dare freaking cry. You have to go on stage.
Now, you've got the most loyal fan base in the world. Seriously. The only other star I can think of who was so attentive to her fans was Joan Crawford.
Oh, well.
Yeah. There you go, you and Miss
I love
Crawford.
Joan.
Ah, don't we all love Joan?
Yes,
Have we
we
got
do.
any little monsters in tonight? Why do you call them little monsters? Why are they the little monsters?
Well, right after I wrote Bad Romance and the video came out and we had all this amazing choreography in the video, and I started to do the Monster Ball, which was named the Monster Ball after the Fame monster.
Yeah.
And in the audience, every night, the fans would go, ah, like this. And they would particularly do it during Bad Romance, and they would do the choreography with me. And then it sort of was interesting because they would do it the whole show. And I just started saying, oh, you little monsters on stage. And then it just sort of stuck.
And
It's
you're
really
Mama
beautiful.
Monster, Mother Monster.
I am
You know what I love? There's not many stars who feed their fans when they're queuing, which is what you do. I mean, what do your bodyguards say when you go off into the crowd with
We
food and
argue
water?
a lot.
You do?
We do, because I get very upset. I mean, just yesterday I was leaving the hotel in Germany and there were so many fans and it was so sweet. They were all trying to get into the car and it breaks my heart.
Did you give them a lift?
My heart, yeah.
Come on, all
Stick
in.
out your thumb. I just felt so bad because I wish I could always stay and sign every autograph and hug every single one of you, and it breaks my heart when I can't because I have to be on time for television or can't be late for that interview. But I promise that I will always try my very best to wrap my arms around you when I meet you.
You have 10 million followers on Twitter.
Almost 11.
11 million followers. You're officially the most followed person now in the world. I mean, how does that feel? Do you feel you have a responsibility to them?
I believe that if you have revolutionary potential, you then have a moral obligation to make the world a better place.
Quite right, yeah.
So I would say, yes, I feel a tremendous responsibility, but it's not necessarily related to what other people may see as a positive role model. It is my interpretation of what it means to be a modern role model in our society today, and to push the boundaries of love and acceptance and equality, and make the pop industry bleed a little bit and remind it that it's human.
Yeah, cool. Do you know one of the things I love about you? You're always so positive. Always positive.
It's so funny because it could be so easy to get to this space now and just start freaking out.
Yeah.
But, you know, my dad is sort of like, you're running the marathon, you don't stop for water now. You know, you just got to keep going. So I'm in the race for the long haul.
That's so... When do you rest? I mean, you've flown in from Cologne. You've rehearsed all afternoon.
Yes.
And then you're flying to Rome. So when are you going to go and find some time for yourself today? You're not, are you?
It's actually quite nice. I have a electrical USB in the back of my spine. And they just
plug it in.
And I just...
Right, we're plugging Gaga in for 10 minutes. There you go. There, look. She's killing now. I've got the control, hang on. She's better
and now I'm back, and
fixed.
I had a lovely nap just now.
Can I come to Rome with you, Gaga? Do you need somebody to tidy up, carry your teacup?
You are not allowed to carry anything. You are Paulo Grady.
For you, sweetheart, I'll carry you. No.
I'm so excited. I'm just having a wonderful time. I feel so free today. I just want to do anything.
Gaga, you do what you like, love.
I'll do what
you like. Yeah. Help yourself. Look at me as a Fisher-Price playing lane centre. Twiddle all the knobs and dials you can get hold of. But the picture won't get any better. Listen, stay with us, because Gaga's coming up after the break. I'm going to be chatting more with this icon. I'm finding out about her childhood. Plus, she's going to be performing the brilliant single, Edge of Glory. So don't go anywhere. See you after the break. Go on. Thank you. Welcome back to the Lady Gaga special. Coming up, she's had a quick change of costume, and the lady herself will be performing her wonderful single, Edge of Glory. But before that, with no further ado, please give it up for the global superstar herself, Lady Gaga. Let's hear you. Fabulous. You look wonderful.
Thank you
Very
so
chic, very French.
Thank you very
With the beret.
A little bit English.
It is slightly, but the beret gives it a sort of French, you know, like down the Champs-Élysées.
Thank you.
Can I ask you about your childhood? Because you're an enigma. We don't know anything about your childhood.
Really?
No, not at all. What was your childhood like?
Well, I grew up in New York City.
Yeah.
And I was born and raised in Manhattan in the city. I lived on the West Side until I turned 18 years old, and I decided to leave college and go out and pursue my dreams. And I told my parents that I didn't want any help or any money or anything. I just wanted to do it on my own. So I got like 3 jobs, and I just wrote music every single day, and I fought tooth and nail for just one person to believe in me, and here we are.
You've worked so hard. You are. You're a hard worker.
Thank you.
Were your mother and father always very supportive?
They were supportive in waves.
Yeah. Yeah. Would they have preferred that you got what they probably thought was a sensible job?
Well, I think at the beginning, perhaps, but I think more importantly, my parents realized I was not a sensible person.
Yes. Yeah.
So they really sort of just allowed me to be myself, and it's interesting how over the years things have changed, because in the beginning it was quite difficult for my dad too. He was sort of like
A bit like my parents,
doing
Gaga.
this. Yeah, well, but you know,
Yeah.
you are who you are, and I was
Exactly.
born this way, and eventually.
And how was school? What were you like? Were you a loner at school, or were you one of the crowd?
I wasn't one of the crowd. I wasn't a loner. I had a couple like really close friends, and I was sort of a floater, you know. I knew lots of different people, but I was never really one of the popular girls,
Yeah.
which I don't necessarily think I wanted to be, but it's really difficult when you're in school to get bullied and
Yeah. But you've spoken out, haven't you, about bullying?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, of
yeah.
course. And I speak about it every night at the show, and
Yeah.
it's a tremendous part of Born This Way. But in another way, you know, the album is about not focusing on that negativity and
Yeah.
rising above it, and don't isolate yourself or take yourself out of the universe because you feel like you are disenfranchised. Just realize that we've all got problems, and if we stick together, we'll get through it.
And what would you say to these bullies today, you know, if you saw them? Do you ever see them, any of this stuff?
Yes. I say hello.
Yeah. Exactly.
No,
Don't you feel like hell-bent on revenge sometimes? I mean,
No. You know, I'm really, really happy.
Yeah.
And revenge is silly.
Yeah.
Only fools need to say the last word.
Yeah, you're quite right. What advice would you give to children, well, to anyone who's bullied?
What advice would I give you?
Yeah.
Well, know that the problem is not inside of you. Know that it is an insecurity inside of the person who's bullying you. And know that that uniqueness and that specialness that you bear will someday burst out of you in the most beautiful and electrifying form. So don't be afraid.
Isn't it? It is. Have you always been so focused and so true to yourself?
Well, no.
No.
I was very afraid in the beginning. Not in the beginning of my career, but like in high school, I didn't feel like I knew what to do to become myself.
Yeah.
Whether it was that I didn't have the right references yet, or know the right music, or seen the right fashion, or met the right people, I felt very trapped. I felt like I was living in a universe that I didn't belong in. And it wasn't until I mustered up some bravery and went out on my own that I was able to say, okay, well, this is how I want to dress, and this is the kind of music that I want to make, and this is the kind of person that I want to be. And that is what the album is about. Rather than seeing birth as something that is finite, that happens once, I'm saying it's infinite. You can be reborn over and over and over and over again until you find that most fantastic part of yourself that makes you the most happy. So I wish I could give that gift to all of you. I wish you knew that you could find liberation in here and not out there.
Just be yourself,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. Are you still in touch with any of your old childhood friends? Do you ever-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, two of my best friends since I was really young, we are still the best of friends. My friend Bo, she's been my best friend for years. We always joke and we say, we had our period at the same time. So awkward. It's true though, it's a big deal.
I've never experienced that, I have to say. It's shaving for men. I remember when I first shaved.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, tampons are a nuisance anyway.
Now, you've got another performance for us.
Yes, I do.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm so excited. The Edge of
Yeah.
Glory.
Would you like to go over and prepare? Sweetheart, I'll bring you over, OK? Let's hear it now, come on. Right, we've been thoroughly spoilt already tonight, and there's more when I'm going to be speaking to Gaga about her early musical influences. But now, performing her second track of the evening, taken from her album Born This Way, singing Edge of Glory, it's the one and only Lady Gaga. Take it away. Doesn't time fly when you're in the presence of pop royalty? Now, when we come back, I'm going to be talking music and fame with this lovely lady, and she's going to be performing another track from her album, which is the beautiful Yoü and I. And if I were you, I wouldn't go anywhere. Don't even get up in case somebody nicks your seat. See you after the break, yeah? Welcome back, folks, to the Paul O'Grady Lady Gaga special. I don't get to say that every day, you mark my words. Now, we're going to be talking music and fame later on, but now performing another song from the album Born This Way. Let's hear it for the one and only Lady Gaga with Yoü and I.
When you kiss me, I would give anything again to be your baby doll. This time I'm not leaving without you. You said, sit back down where you belong, in the corner of my bar with your high heels on. Sit back down on the couch where we made love the first time, and you said to me, this place. Something about lonely nights and my lipstick on your face. Something about my cool Nebraska guy. Yeah, something about baby, you and I. Put your hands up. You and I. Chase 6 years. I'm a New York one, born to run you down. So I'm a lipstick on only bed. Something about just knowing where inside. So good to be true. When Nebraska, for a brush and a brush, I love you. You and I. You and I.
this. Honest to God, you know how to whip them up. Make yourself comfortable.
I will. I can sit in the TV.
Yeah, make yourself comfy. That's it. When did you first discover your love for music?
My love for music, I don't remember.
No, from
No.
day one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I never really needed to learn how to do. I was really naturally inclined
You
to
were
music.
born with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave her alone. She's comfortable. I've never known a crowd like this.
I know a crowd like this.
Ah, you have it every night. Do you come from a musical background? I mean, were your parents musical?
Well, my dad used to get drunk with his friend Moose and dress up like the Blues Brothers.
What, and sing?
Yeah, and they would sing at bars and have a laugh.
Yeah.
My mother actually, though, was in theatre for a while, studying when she was younger, and it's really sweet because she was never like a stage mom or anything. She never pushed me.
Yeah, she wasn't a Madame Rose, no?
No. Oh, gypsy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we could go on for a little while and no one would know what we were talking about. But it's nice now to see how much she loves what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and I think in a way she feels like she's living out.
They must
her
be so
dream
proud of you.
vicariously.
They really must be proud of your parents.
They're really wonderful, and I'm really, really lucky.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky because I have a great family,
Yeah.
and I get to go home, and I get to keep on my clothes and my wigs and be exactly who I am every single day, and be that with my family.
So would you come down for breakfast like this?
Yes?
Oh, fabulous. Gaga, come and stay with me, please.
Well, if I didn't, my mother would say, "What's wrong?"
Now, look, Gaga, we both love burlesque, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, mad for burlesque. Now, this lady was a burlesque artist. What was the act? Please tell me what was the act that
The
you
pop burlesque.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
me and Lady Starlight. She's going to be so happy when she hears that. Did you hear that, Starlight? We did it!
What did you do in the act? I'm desperate to know.
Well, I called her up, and I had just met her in a bar. She was go-go dancing. And I said, "Hello, my name is Lady Gaga." And she said, "My name is Lady Starlight." So I was like, whoa, I obviously struck a lady nerve with her. And I got her phone number because I thought she was really interesting, and she was dancing to these heavy metal songs. And I said, "Hey, I have this idea. It would really piss me off if I saw two girls in matching bikinis singing pop music and then dancing to heavy metal in between." And she said, "Let's do it." So that's what we did. And we used to wear matching bikinis and light hairspray on fire. We used to freak out because the promoters were always screaming, "Oh, what are you doing, you bunches? Stop it. You're going to burn the
You're
place
going to set
down."
fires at the venue, yeah?
Yeah, but we didn't care. We just wanted to be remembered.
I bet you were. You wouldn't forget an act like that, would you, in a hurry? Let's face it.
Not an act like you.
Did you strip?
I didn't strip. Well, kind of.
Shoulder strap. Little shoulder strap, a glove.
Well, no, there was a lot of, it was tees.
Tees.
There was never any topless.
Yeah.
Well, with pasties. Is that topless?
Yeah, no, that's pasties aren't topless.
Okay,
no.
good. See, we're on the Paulo Grady
Yeah.
show.
That's okay. You can say tassels, pasty.
Tassels, pasties,
Can you spin a
stickers.
tassel?
I could spin the
Oh,
two
my
tassels.
kind of woman. When do you find the time to write songs, and where do you write them?
I just have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
Middle of the night?
Middle of the night a lot, or falling asleep. I get lots of ideas while I'm falling asleep. And then I wake up and I have to record them. And it's always funny because the producers that produced on Born This Way, Fernando and Paul mostly did most of the songs. Redwood was on it as well. But Paul and Fernando, they traveled all over the world with me for over a year. So they were always in the hotel I was staying at.
Yeah.
So I would be falling asleep and I would hear, "I can be the queen that's inside of me." And I'd go, "Oh, that's a good one." And then I'd reach over to my phone and I would go, you know the voice recorder in the phone? "I can be." So I'd record it and then I would call them and I would say, "Get upstairs, I wrote a new one." And then they would come scurrying and I would just be asleep.
Don't go anywhere. Lady Gaga's not going anywhere. The adverts are getting in the way again, but to be honest, it'll give us all some time to calm down. Now, after the break, we're going to talk fashion and the future with the lady herself, and she's going to be performing a very special medley of Born This Way and Judas, one of my favourite songs. So you'll be Gaga to miss out. See you after the break. Welcome back, folks. It's our Lady Gaga special, and before she closes the show with an exclusive medley of Born This Way and Judas, we're going to be finding out a bit more about fashion and what the future holds for the most sought-after lady in the business. Come on. You're very elegant with that teacup, I have to say.
Thank you.
Very elegant.
I learned from Paul.
Oh, I gave you lessons.
He said that this used to belong to Queen Mary.
It did. It was part of a tea set. The royal
Better
family
be
don't know
careful.
I've got it, like, but they did. Prison for me after this. I love this look. This is wonderful. This is slightly Parisian dominatrix.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I like to slap them around.
Do you have a very hands-on approach when it comes to designing the outfits? Have you got a fixed idea what you want?
It's not fixed. It sort of runs
Flexible,
around and I
yeah.
have to catch it. Nothing's ever really planned out.
Yeah.
We just sort of go for it. And even today here at Apollo Grady, the House of Gaga's all here, and the minute we get it all right, we all go, yes, yes, go!
Tell me about the House of Gaga.
The House of Gaga is my dream come true. It is my closest friends in the world. They travel with me everywhere I go, and we just talk creative and have a conversation about art all day long. And we just create and make music, and we make clothing, and we design the sets together. And that was always my dream, that I would have my real functioning Warholian factory, which is why it's been so exciting to now be directing my own videos with the house. We're just a full functioning creative
Like a family as well.
engine,
Yeah.
yes.
Are you surprised by the fuss that's around some of the outfits that you wear?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
Such a fuss.
Exactly. Like the meat outfit. Whoa!
I know why. Well, it's not so different from leather, is it?
No, not really.
Just saying.
What ambitions have you got left to fulfill? I remember when you were on the Tea Time show and I came in and you were rehearsing on your own with the piano, and I sat down with you and I said, why don't you sing the blues?
I know. I was actually going to sing you a blues song today, but I have to promote my album.
Oh, that's okay. Right. next time, yeah?
Yes, next
Yeah.
time I will. But vocal inspiration comes from so many places in my life. Actually, recently I had they threw a surprise party for me after the CFDA Awards. And lo and behold, you cannot believe possibly what I saw. I see Patti LaBelle. She shimmers out and somewhere over the rainbow. And I said, oh, shit, it's Patti. So Patti sang me Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and she shuffled in. And then she said, Gaga, where are you? And I couldn't believe that she was summoning me. And, I mean, talk about having one of the greatest, most soulful voices of all time. It was... And then I was really drunk, and I decided to sing with her, so that was a good idea.
How do you relax? What do you do when you get time off? Do you just spend it with friends and have a drink and watch TV?
Well, the House of Gaga, they are my friends,
Yeah.
so we just have a bottle of wine and talk shit. Just like the rest of you do.
God, we go so well, Gaga, I tell you.
Yeah.
This is a strange question to ask a 25-year-old, but what would you like your lasting legacy to be?
My lasting legacy.
Yeah.
I would like for someday, when you are the same age as me, we're all, I don't know, 65 together.
I'll be pushing up daisies then.
That's okay. Daisies are lovely.
That they are. Not you pushing them up, though.
No. I would like for you to tell your children and those that you love that she was fearless and she loved us and cared about us so much, and she never gave up on her dreams and never gave up on us.
You know, all those years ago, I was mad for you, and I'm even madder for you today. It's a real treat to see you again, it really is.
I just feel so happy to be, this has been, I just have to say this has been one of the easiest television shows for me to come on because everyone here was so free about the creative.
Yeah, do it.
There was not a lot of hoopla.
Yeah.
You know, it was really great. It was so open-minded and so free, and I appreciate that so much because it allows me to puncture a hole in the bubble of pop, and I feel very viciously that I must do that.
Well, you've certainly done that. Listen, it's lovely to see you. Don't leave it too long till we next meet.
I won't. I will be back.
Promise?
Yes.
You promise?
Maybe we'll do a show.
You're on. You're
No.
definitely on. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Let's hear it. Sensational. Lady Gaga, come on. Give me a big kiss. And you, sweet sauce. Now then, get ready for your last performance. So, tell me, have you had a good night? Yeah? Well, you lot have had the hottest seats in town. Not only has she already given us 3 belters, she's about to perform a very special medley just for this evening. Personally, I don't want it to end. I could talk to her all night, but here she is performing Born This Way and Judas. Show your appreciation, please. One last time. And Lady Gaga!
It doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M.
My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars. She rolled my head with my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are, she said, 'cause it made your birthday great. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Listen to me when I say, I'm in the sun of the waves, counting some mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't wanna still gonna be great, just know there's still things said. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way. Oh, there ain't no other way. Oh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born to be great.
Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be.
Judas, Judas, When he comes to me, I'm ready. I'll wash his feet with my happy knee. Forgive him when his tongue likes to his brain. Even after 3 times he betrays me. I'll bring him down, down. Oh, a king with no crown, I'm just a holy fool, baby, so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, baby, so cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Come on.
In your most biblical sense, I am beyond reluctant. They hook a prostitute with vomit to mine. But in the conjugal sense, I just speak in future tense. Judas gives me a good friend to wear a condom next time.
I wanna love you, but something's pulling me away from you. Jesus is my virtue. Judas is the demon I cling to. Put your hands up, now jump with me. I cling to just a holy fool, baby. So cruel, but I'm still in love with Judas, baby. I'm just a holy fool, baby. Just a holy fool.
night. I don't think we're going to forget this in a hurry. Thank you so much to the fantastic Lady Gaga, darling. I love you. Love you dearly. Join us next week. We've got Barry Manilow and the one and only Victoria Wood. See you then. Good night.
Brilliant. Well, tonight, based on the hit TV series, Jodie Foster is a glamorous con woman and Mel Gibson stars as Maverick, as the greatest gambler in the West finally met his match. It's our film. After the news next.